Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. Uh, Today's video is going to be about holiday blues. Everybody knows that with the holidays come a lot of stress. Uh, your budget gets a little bit leaner because of celebrations, family gatherings, gift giving, and many different things. And so I'm going to talk about uh, how to stay balanced, how to make sure that you're doing both the mind and the body. It You should watch last night's video on how to keep the mind body balance. Before that, subscribe to my channel, Back on Basics. Hit the notification button so that way you can know when new videos are coming. Also, hit the like button for this video. Share it with your community. My goal is to reach as many people as possible, so that way we can actually start answering your questions via videos. If you have any questions or if you have a topic that you want me to cover, let me know and I will be more than happy to do so. So holiday blues. There's a number of holidays that are coming up. I mean, next week is for those that celebrate it is Thanksgiving, and then after that there's the Christmas holidays, Kwanzaa. There's so many different holiday events within these times that you know it even though it makes us feel good about being part of it, sharing it with others, making sure that families get together. It does create stress for some people because uh, there's lots of preparing, there's lots of cooking, there's lots of making sure, looking at schedules, making sure, looking at for example, looking at an evening or a lunch or a dinner where everybody or most or the people that you want to gather at your home or somebody else's home, that they'll make it. Thinking about, okay, how do we want to celebrate the holidays? What are we going to do? Are we lighting up the house? Are we putting lights? Are we putting decorations? Some of us put a Christmas tree up. Some of us put lights inside the house as well. And so it's a lot. Even though it's fun and it's memorable and you spend time with family and you gather and you're thankful for being with your family and you're thankful for being with friends, and at the same time you're thankful for another year, right? Another successful year, if that's the case. And if it's not the case, then you may be thankful because you actually were able to adapt and and be at a place where you'll be able to be successful in the coming months or in the coming year, right? And so holiday blues can come in a different ways, right? You may have anxiety, just nervousness because of all the things that are happening and not happening, the different family systems out or getting together and everything. That's one way. Like I said, preparing and cooking and making sure everybody has something that they are able to eat or able to drink. And so it's a lot of different things that actually plays a role in feeling anxious or feeling down, feeling depressed because you're like, oh my goodness, I'm just feeling down because I don't know how I'm gonna do this. So be realistic with yourself and say, let's make this a holiday celebration that either everybody contributes, or if you are doing anywhere from, and let's say anywhere from 55 to 100% of the celebration, then make sure that it's manageable for you. Make sure that you will be able to get it done. Make sure that you're not going to be stressing out, and make sure that if others ask you if you need help, say yes, yes, I need help. Thank you, and thank you as well, because that's a gift that doesn't cost anything, but time is precious, right? Time is very precious. And time that somebody else sets aside what they're doing and help you get ahead or put together something, that is very precious. So you should appreciate it and say thank you as well. Um, you know, for example, in our family, we all take turns where we're going to be for Thanksgiving or for lunch or for later in the evening. We have kids at different places, different universities. We have family that can only that have their own uh places and so we come up with a time, and a lot of the times, and here's the thing, right? As you all know, right? Thanksgiving is on a Thursday, right? That holiday is on a Thursday. But we have become so mindful that if we try to do that, then there's going to be more stress on everybody that's coming and everybody else that wants to celebrate it on that day, that we have decided that we will look for the best possible time and date that is not Thanksgiving Day or that holiday day, and we will make sure that we will get together as a family, as different families. And so flexibility helps with the stress. Flexibility helps with being able to be able to gather more people together instead of splintering here and there. Because believe me, right? Different families have to go to different places because you may be the one of the families that they go visit, but they may go somewhere else, or they may go two places, or they may go three places, and you never know, right? And so, again, don't stress about it. Make sure that you're flexible. If you're preparing 55% to 100%, right, of any of the holiday celebration, make sure that if anybody asks you for help, if you need help, you say yes and thank you, because you want to make sure that you get some other people involved. You never know, right? If somebody can, let's say for example, right, if you're cooking the turkey, if you're doing other stuff, if somebody brings drinks, if somebody brings bread, if somebody brings mashed potatoes, hey, guess what? That's three things that you're not going to do, that you're not going to prepare, or you're not going to take out of a can and put it in there and just make it. So I love cooking. I love cooking. And so I'm usually the one that cooks the turkey. And so I usually ask everybody, how would you want me to marinate this turkey? And I usually ask them every year. I do have a base for my turkey. I usually baste it anywhere from 1 to 2 days. I put it in a big pot. I put a little bit of water, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of low sodium the things with the dipping for soy sauce. Sorry, low sodium soy sauce. I put a lot of spices. Last time I put thyme in there, and then of course garlic. powder. I usually put garlic powder. I usually cut up onions and put them in there and just let it sit for 1 to 2 days, right? Let it all soak in. And then sometimes I just flip it over so that way everything gets in there. It's kind of like brine, but it's not. I know brine is expensive. I've seen some turkeys that cost like $80, and those are the cheaper ones because they're brined, right? And so I create my own thing. I put it in there 1 to 2 days. Right when I'm about to cook it, I either get up really early, like early in the morning. Last year, I think I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning to start the turkey because it was a light turkey. And so, yeah, so make sure that you're being realistic with the things that you're doing because you don't want to overstress. Because if you have an idea of what you want to happen, make sure that it's realistic and make sure that if anybody gives you or says, offers you help, take it because it will help you. So, um, another example, right? Next week is Thanksgiving, right? And so, as a matter of fact, ago, I started looking at the ads. I started looking at the turkeys. I started looking at the prices. My wife kept on helping me doing that as well. And so we've been looking for turkeys finally starting today. And again, this is not a product placement or anything, but starting today at Safeway, you can get a young turkey for 89 cents a pound, right? So we got a turkey, and on top of that, because we do shop at Safeway from time to time, we had an extra coupon of 5. If you spend $5, then you get $5 off. So our turkey, which is about 19 pounds, a little bit over 19 pounds, costs $13. Less than 99 cents a pound, or less than 89 cents a pound. 12 or $13, something like that. Anyways, that it doesn't break our budget. It doesn't, we're not spending $50, $60 on just a turkey. That gives us wiggle room to say, okay, what else can we do? Now that we have a turkey and it only costs $12 to $13, right, for a 19 pounder. And so again, savviness, that's one of the things that I have learned. I have learned as I get older, I get a little bit wiser. I'm not completely wise yet, but I get a little bit wiser. And so, my wife Yin and I tend to go back and forth and tend to teach each other things. And so I've learned to be savvy, to use this processing unit that I have on top of my head. I love puzzles. I love playing like games and everything. And so everything I make it so that I can look at different aspects and put it together and look at, okay, what would be the best ideal situation if all of these align, right? So, I mean, the turkeys at Safeway, the young turkeys were 89 cents a pound. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good price. It would have cost us $15, right? A little bit over $17. But we had a 5 off of 5 promotion coupon, so it actually ended up costing $13, right? Or 12 something. And so again, right? It doesn't mean that you have to pay full price. It doesn't mean that you have to break your bank in getting a turkey. I mean, there's other ways that you can do as well. There's other stores that do sales. I actually looked at 3 different stores, 3 different sales, and this one was the best one as of today. It could get better later on. So again, right? I'm not stressed. We already have our turkey as of today for next week's gathering. That is not on Thanksgiving, by the way. Again. So it's stressless, right? I'm happy. I'm ready. I'm already thinking, okay, how am I going to marinate it? I'm going to ask people, our family, and say, how do you want me to marinate it? What do you want flavors? What flavors do you want? So again, for me, the importance of holidays is to gather with family, uh, to be thankful that you're with family. It doesn't mean that, it doesn't mean that you have to spend thousands of dollars just to make sure that it's a great event. Um, you don't have to break your bank. And again, I'm going to say it again before this video ends. If you are doing 55% or more, up to 100% of the preparation and everything going on, if anybody gives you or, offers help, you say yes. And you say thank you. Believe me, it's going to get easier. I mean, at first it wasn't easy for me to say, yes, you can help me. But now it's great because now I have a connection with that person and we're connecting and he or she's helping me and I'm appreciative and they're appreciative that they can help and they feel good. So again, little things, right? So holiday blues is pretty interesting because you don't have to be as stressed as you more than likely will be by doing things differently, by letting people help you, by starting to do things way before the events are going to take place. So, Back on Basics, Carlos Flores. Subscribe to Back on Basics channel. Hit the notification button to get notifications when a new video comes up. Hit the like button so that way you can see, so that way you can say that you like this channel. Forward it to everybody that I want to hit a broad audience. And believe me, I'm making a video a day as of now. So my momentum is going. I have different topics that I can talk about. But if you specifically have a question or have a topic, please put it in the comments and I will be happy to make a video and give you my opinion of that topic or my take on how to do that. So again, Back on Basics. Until next time.